Hey, I'm Model Man, and I am going to give you a quick breakdown of my latest single, Heaven. Well, I say breakdown, just the bass. You're not getting all of it. Yeah, hopefully this will give you a bit of an insight. So the bass sound, I started out in Operator, and I just made a kind of like a deep house sort of sound. Yeah, kept it pretty simple. Had a few little things like this just to give it some movement, like LFO, like just with the attack fluctuating, and then like a chorus and a few other things like this. So once I played the main riff, which is something like this, so I processed that into audio, and then that's when I started to sort of like manipulate things. So this is kind of how it turned out, and I'll show you how I got to that point in a sec. So basically, there's two layers. So you've got the bottom layer, which is the one that I just played you, this bit. I started out with, I think there's like might be a high pass on that as well, just to kind of bring it in. And then what I did is then I duplicated that and I did a higher pitch version, which does some interesting harmonic things that kind of just complement the main bass line and just gives it a little bit more of like a different flavor as it comes in. So so this is that on its own. So what I've done is I've pitched it up, but I've also done some like portamento stuff to kind of give it a little bit more of more movement, and I've also just put like a ping pong delay only on the high pitched part of the bass sound, and yeah, and then it sounds like this together. This is just the bass. There's a bit of like room reverb that kind of drops in at the end. But it's not perfect, and there's probably like a few phase things happening, but I think that's what gives it like some of the characteristics of the sound. Yeah, gives it its gnarliness. It's quite dirty. There's like, I think I might have put, I think I ran it through this sampler as well, just to give it a little bit of grit at the end. But yeah, so that's how I made the bass sound for my latest track, Heaven.